So what we're going to look at here are those same exact problems that as up above, but we're going to use a slightly different formula. And it just happens that one tends to make sense for some students and the other makes sense for other students. And it's the one that works best for you. Like as we're looking at this, it's the same exact problems. So with that, really choose the method that makes the most sense to you for these. But I tend to see when I teach percentage problems that this method comes through quite a bit. So just want to make sure you see both, and then you can choose from there. So you can see as the setup here is that you take the amount out of the base, and then that's going to be equal to the percent over 100. So we're going to have the same setup here. Just notice that we're not using that word rate anymore. Instead, we're using percent. So it's like if I saw the number 56 there, then that would mean we have 56%. So we're not going to have that conversion between rate and percentages of needing to move the decimal around. This is going to be a little bit more direct. So if I said 42 is what percent of 85? So that 42, and you can use the same methods that we used up above there if you want to think about how amount is separated. But it's that this base is going to be next to this word of, so that's going to be our base, and then the amount is typically near that word is. So if you get used to that, that's how you can connect it together. So we're going to take amount out of base equals percent out of 100. We could use cross multiplication here, but really it's a little more direct from that since our unknown is in the numerator here. So I want to solve for p, but it's being divided by 100, so all I need to do is multiply both sides by 100. So we're going to take 100 times 42 over 85, and that'll give us our value for p. You can use a calculator to help out with this. So 100 times 42 out of 85. And there's our 49.41. 49.41. And this right here is a percentage. So that's what I was saying about how we don't need to move the decimal around. By including this 100 in here, it's already taken care of. So this number you get for P, you just put a percent symbol on the end there. And it matches up above. All right, what percent of 256 is 72? So again, of goes with the base, is goes with the amount, and we're looking for the percentage. So amount is 72 out of 256 is equal to the percentage out of 100. Then we'll have the same step of multiply both sides by 100. So that those 100s cancel out, so we'll just have p left over, and then plugging into the calculator, and that will be 28.125. And then we want to be sure to add on that percentage symbol. Okay, just like as up above, we could solve for different pieces here. So 13 is, so that's telling me the amount. We have our percentage there, 5%, and then of what number, so we don't know what b is. So we're taking 13 out of some unknown number, so we don't know what our base is, equals the percentage. And again, do not move the decimal around. If that's 5%, then we just put 5 directly into the equation. Now this is where cross multiplication can help out. So taking b times 5, so that'll be 5 times b, equals, and then 13 times 100, so 13 times 100 is 1,300. Solving for b, divide both sides by 5, and we'll get out b equals 260, just like up above. So some extra steps here because what we're solving for is in the denominator. But let's look at one more example. So we have percentage of what number? So of, which is b, is 81, which is amount. So we're taking 81 out of what number equals 6%, which is 6 out of 100. We're going to cross multiply. So 6 times b equals 81 times 100. Divide both sides by 6. So we get b equals 1,350. So again, this formula operates in a way that's exactly the same as up above. You can choose between the two. And maybe it can depend on what you're solving for. Like this one's pretty nice for solving for percentages, so you don't need to worry about converting at all with the decimal places. It's just really direct. But maybe this seems like a little extra work solving for b, and with that, using this method is a bit more direct there.